Well, hello friends, happy day, happy day. You've been hearing me run my mouth about this already. It is here, we are excited. I am cooking up, I'm doing all the freezer cooking for my brand new large family freezer meals pack number 7, which is one of my first 2 new low carb packs. I also have a brand new dairy-free pack out. Packs 7, 8, and 9 are available to the universe, yay! And now the super mega ultimate freezer cooking bundle is available too. We'll chat all about that, but let's get freezer cooking. Today we are cooking up low carb buffalo chicken wraps. We're doing Caesar pork roast, low carb bacon cheeseburger casserole bake, lime and cilantro chicken, stuffed peppers, chicken cauliflower curry, Italian peppered beef roast, low carb turkey meatballs, I almost said meatballs, meatballs, easy Italian chicken, and low carb meatloaves. All of these super favorites. We're gonna end up with right about 25 meals. It's going to be fantastic. Also, a peek into how the freezer cooking guides work is there is a shopping list for everything that is needed, that is included. Then there is a freezer meal cooking prep guide, and it has all the little prep steps you can do to get cooking, and then you have all your recipes. As a bonus, there's also the single large family freezer meal plan. If you don't want 25 meals, if you only need like 10, you can use the single edition, and that'll guide you through just making a single of each of the 10 recipes. So if that's what works best for you, we have that all laid out for you too. Here's a look at, we've got 2, both of the black units there, those are refrigerators. Both of the white units are my freezers. Here is my one freezer. This is 2 freezers condensed. So we have a variety of freezer meals. When I was just putting these in here, we've got some baked mac and cheese, some baked spaghetti, all the things that are not low carb, huh? Yeah, that's another baked spaghetti. And there's some burrito pie. So we've got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So out of these 10, couple burrito pies, couple baked spaghettis, couple baked macaronis. We have the riced cauliflower. We have some other meats that are already frozen and hanging out, some other veggies and such. So this is just kind of the catch-all for everything freezer. And then this freezer, now I did just condense it into the other one. This one is nothing in it, but I'm going to cook all of packs 7, 8, and 9, and we're going to get this freezer nice and packed up with those freezer meals. Yay! I got my bag packed up. I always like to say that I go shopping in my outside refrigerators. So I've got my big pile of vegetables we're going to go through here and prep. I do like chopping, so I'm going to sit and do it the old-fashioned way. And I will say, yesterday, I actually, with the Big Batch Cooking Guide, I got started, and I got the ground beef that needed pre-cooked. So this is actually 20 pounds of pre-cooked ground beef. For this particular pack, I only needed 14 pounds, but my meat came in 10-pound wraps from Costco, so I went ahead and did 20. So much cooking is going down, it won't hurt to have extra meat prepped for the other packs too. I can put my new faucet to good use. I just love being able to get things under there easily. Gee, life-changing. I have some little odd and end vegetables hanging out from my last Misfit Market box. So I'm gonna be adding those in with these recipes, and that's the great thing with a lot of them and how I always cook is when I have vegetables hanging out, they get shoved into extra spaghetti sauce, tuna cakes, meatloaf, whatever you got. I went to heat my coffee up, like, you know, I need coffee for cooking. Look what's in my microwave. Hey, Jamerrill, you ever waste food? Yeah, whenever I forget it in the microwave. Perfectly good broccoli. Good thing we have chickens now. All of those hens will not mind my error. Okay, so yes, here I am juggling things on kitchen stools. We'll have to see if I get my big table out or not. Anyway, here's everything that's chopped. We got parsley and cilantro. Whole lot of green onions, all those peppers are scooped out. Now, many times I will take my pepper tops, and obviously this is good parts of pepper here that could be used for other things, but I'm trying to get this done, and since again I have those chickens with all that forgotten broccoli underneath, I'm going to take this out to the chickens. And how about you come with me now and I'll give you a peek at the chickens too. So behind these bushes here we have this big chicken yard and the chicken coop and all the hens, and then the dogs are down here with them during the day, keeping everyone safe. Are you excited? You know what this means? And they're not quite full grown yet, but they're getting there. Okay, now I'll go in and wash up and get to filling bags. Yay! And then I come back in, I look at my guide, which I should have been reading, and it reminded me I needed to do some carrots and celery. Got the celery done. Now we're gonna do onions. Got all the prep done. Now we're gonna throw these meals together, including the time that I fooled around pre-cooking the ground beef and everything yesterday. I got an hour total invested in prep. Most of these meals are quick and easy, slow cooker or even Instant Pot or whatever electric pressure cooker type meals. Okay, these are the low carb buffalo chicken wraps. I've made this recipe a bazillion times, but I like to look at my freezer meal packs so I can basically cook it along with you. Next up, we're doing the Caesar pork roast. Now, we need 4 3-pound boneless pork roast, the creamy Caesar dressing, and the parsley that I have chopped. What I did with the roast, you may see them over there, that way on my counter, is at Costco they had the larger roast. They were 8 pounds and they were, $10, $11 each. So I got 2 of those, which was 16 pounds. And I'm gonna chop those down into the roast. Don't worry, we'll bleach the counter when we're done. These boneless pork loins are about 9 pounds each. They're 8 and some change. So I'm getting almost 3-pound roast out of these. I'm just gonna do 2 cuts. It's $1.99 a roast. It's a savings. They end up looking like this. Again, don't worry, bleach is our friend. We're going to embrace it here in a moment. And I need 6 roasts total. I need 4 for large family freezer meals pack 7 that I'm currently doing. And then I will need 2 more for pack 9. Don't worry, I've done that in my kitchen 10 million times. Everyone has lived through mama chopping her own pork roast. Before I touch the roast to get them in here, I'm going to do, I have the Ken's Steakhouse creamy Caesar dressing. I love a lot of Ken's Steakhouse dressings. Many of them, if you see up there on the label, are also gluten-free. So like for my friend who I'm sharing some of these meals with, she has some gluten-free kiddos at her house. Anywho, I'm going to do half of this bottle in one bag, half in another, so it ends up about a cup of each. Now the parsley. Parsley is so pretty. Okay, so now I'm going to take my home chopped pork roast here, put 1 in each bag, and just mix it up like that. As I said, I'm going to do all 3 packs, so it'll be a total of 75 of these low carb, sugar-free, many gluten-free, many dairy-free meals. And I am, again, going to split them with one of my very best friends for her family. And we'll both end up with, I think when I did the math, it was about 37 or so meals. I will not necessarily use for, we'll say, a month or so straight. I will stretch them over a few months. Next in the pack is the low carb bacon cheeseburger casserole bake. I'm gonna do 2 of those. One of them I'm gonna get in the oven for my family tonight. The other one I'm gonna get in the freezer. I'm not gonna do that quite yet because I have my slow cooker bag meals here ready to go. So I'm gonna skip through. Okay, we're gonna do lime cilantro chicken. Chickens eat lime rinds as well. We learned this. I was on a kick. I had so many limes sent to me in my last fruit and veggie box that I've been doing lots of lime water. Okay, so I'm gonna put these all in the chicken bowl. More minced garlic, we can't go wrong with garlic. Some cilantro, yay. Now we'll put in our olive oil and then chicken. Okay, so next up we will do the chicken cauliflower curry, which is also oh so good. Pull together, Mr. Can Opener. Come on. Come on. I didn't mean the mean things I said. So next we have these awesome Italian peppered beef roast. These were so popular last time I made them. Love them. I love peppers in all their forms. And I actually had several kids who enjoyed this. Okay, so these are the peppers that are going in. These are 2 to 3 pound roast. I do about half. And I do the juice too from these peppers. And these peppers just cook down nicely whenever you put them in your pressure cooker or your slow cooker. It just makes for a beautiful, beautiful roast. And so this is just totally a meal that I would dump in the slow cooker. Then in my other slow cooker, I might have brown rice going or baked potatoes for kids, or even sweet potatoes. I got quite a bit of sweet potatoes right now. So that's where I'll get 2 slow cookers going, or 2 pressure cookers, depending on my time. But we're back in school now, Saturday when I'm filming this. And I will say that I sure like the convenience of dumping whatever it is I want to cook in the slow cooker in the morning, and then I don't have to think about it for the rest of the day. Okay, last but not least, you may have seen me do these a million times. This is just easy Italian chicken. Now after this, we have to do 3 things for freezer meal pack 7. Still doing well on time, that just take a little bit more time than dumping in the bags. We're gonna do the low carb meatloaves. The pack says to do 2. I may go ahead and do 4 once I have it all out. We always love meatloaves around here. And then the Parmesan turkey meatballs. And there was one more thing there. Oh, what I'm doing for dinner, the bacon cheeseburger bakes for tonight. And you can, on any given morning, you can put in several pounds of chicken and a bottle of Italian dressing. You don't have to have it prepped like this. But what the prep work does for me is it just takes all the thinking out of it. So here I am, I already poured my dressing. All I have to do is dump it in my slow cooker and dinner's done. And you can still do meal prep with meat that is still frozen. I just take my frozen meat out, prep it however I want to, stick it right back in the freezer in just a few minutes, no big deal. The only time I get chicken that's not frozen would be like a deal from Aldi, and haven't been into Aldi lately, so this is my bags of Costco chicken here. We have 4 things left. Meatloaves, we get to do stuffed peppers, then the Parmesan meatballs, and the cheeseburger bake. So I guess next I really will do that cheeseburger bake since my family would like to eat tonight. Now I have drawers in my freezer where I can freeze these freezer meals flat. However, if you just have like the metal bars in your freezer, you're gonna want to take a sheet pan or something flat out there and then freeze your meals on top of that pan solid first. Then you can stack them and such. But otherwise what happens is the bags can freeze to your shelves in your freezer. So I had a mama recently write me with that, and I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, girlfriend, because she had stacked all of hers. They froze together, and then they also froze to her metal bars. So I said, sheet pan for that. Mine, I know I have room in my pull-out drawer, so I'm gonna freeze mine in there, and then later I can move them out. Plug in step, ouch, hallelujah. Step 1, try to use the can opener without it plugged in. Step 2, drop a can on your toe. Then you're set. So that was the other thing, along with pre-cooking the ground beef while we were doing school. I just put the ground beef into 2 pots, put some water in with it, let it cook for a while. I also cooked up 4 pounds of bacon in the oven. We needed 3 pounds for this recipe. And like I said, the kids and I ate the rest. I tell you, the more I use this meat chopper, the more I say you folks were right. Thank you again to my viewing friend who sent it to me. I appreciate it. So if you are interested in buying this large family freezer meals pack 7, or the trio new pack 7, 8, and 9, or the even better ultra super mega bundle, which is packs 1 through 9, which you can get that bundle now for 60% off. Just for this limited time. I'm only doing that for 2 weeks only, just to celebrate it all. I'm putting in some heavy cream right now. You can click the first link in the description below. It makes each pack only $6 a pack. They're regularly $14.99. So it is more than 50% off to just grab all of them now. So the mess is getting real. Gonna take them a few minutes to clean up a bit. Now I'm gonna take a break and have some dinner here. I got one more thing we gotta do here for this cooking, which I'm gonna show you here in a minute, but I wanna show you, this is the bacon cheeseburger bake. I added some mustard to the top. I'd love to put some pickles on it, but I do have some cucumbers. So I'm gonna sit down and eat this real quick and we'll get back to work. For this to be true low carb side of things, I almost said oatmeal, low carb side of things, meatloaves, I have in my recipe to crush and use pork rinds. However, my pork rinds have been eaten. It happens, mamas, doesn't it? You're planning to cook with stuff and then it just disappears. So, because of that, and so for my house, this will mean this won't technically be low carb, still good and healthy. You use pork rinds, yours will be low carb. I'm going to use old-fashioned oats just to make do, not a big deal. It'll work out lovely. Okay, so you saw I had a little bit of hamburger, a little bit of meatloaf mix left, and I added it to my first 2 meatloaves. They were a little on the smaller side of my eyeball in school. It's 10 pounds of ground beef total, so about 2.5 pounds per meatloaf is what it should be. But we're going to carry these out to the freezer now, and then I will show you how everything looks after our cooking for a few hours this evening. So here is how things are looking in this freezer. You can see still lots of space. I'm just trying to let things freeze overnight, and then I will organize this and move them around. You can see we've got a bunch of the slow cooker meals in that basket and many in here. Then we have those bacon cheeseburger bakes and some of the stuffed peppers there. And then here's the Italian chicker, yeah, Italian chicken, and the meatloaves there. So thank you so much for cooking my brand new large family freezer meals pack number 7. Right now, as part of my celebration that I finally, after a year, got out packs 7, 8, and 9 that you all have been asking me for. I have the entire brand new super duper mega collection bundle with all 9 packs on sale for a limited time for 60% off. Just click the first link in the description below and get them now while you can for what ends up being only about $6 a pack. Super cool. And I will see you again real soon when I cook up my brand new pack 8, which is another low carb pack, and then we're gonna cook up pack 9, which is the dairy-free pack. So look for that in just a few days, and I'll chat with you in those comments below. Bye-bye.